Imagine a small online bookstore, the Cozy Corner, nestled in a quiet neighborhood and thriving thanks to a loyal community of readers. It's run by Clara, a passionate entrepreneur who turned her love for books into a welcoming haven for book lovers, both online and off. But one morning, everything changed. Customers couldn't access the site, no matter how many times they refreshed. Pages wouldn't load, and the checkout process was completely broken, leaving shoppers stranded. Clara checked her website in a panic, only to find it totally unresponsive, as if frozen in time. It was as if a massive, invisible crowd blocked her store's entrance, shutting out every customer. Thinking it was a simple glitch, Clara restarted her server and called her web host for urgent help. The technician explained the shocking truth. Her site was under attack, not from a virus, but from a flood of traffic. Thousands of computers from around the world were flooding her server with junk traffic, overwhelming its capacity. Her digital storefront was overwhelmed, leaving no room for real customers to browse or buy. The Cozy Corner was offline, not because of hardware failure, but because someone decided to knock it off the internet entirely. The attack lasted for hours. Every minute meant lost sales, lost trust, and mounting frustration for Clara and her customers. Regulars wondered if the site was gone for good. New visitors saw only error pages and left, likely never to return. This wasn't a hack to steal data or money, but a brute force attack designed to erase her online presence and reputation. And this isn't fiction, it happens every day to businesses and organizations worldwide, big and small. This is a distributed denial of service, or DDoS attack, a digital assault that can cripple any online operation. It's a blunt weapon of digital disruption, causing financial and reputational damage without ever stealing a single byte of data. It weaponizes the internet's interconnectedness, turning the very thing that enables global business into a vulnerability. For Clara, it was a harsh lesson in the fragility of online business, a reminder that even the smallest shop can be a target. In today's digital world, no one is immune. Every business, no matter its size, must be prepared for threats like these. Let's break down distributed denial of service, or DDoS for short, a term you might have heard in the news or from IT professionals. Denial of service means making a service, like Clara's bookstore, unavailable to real users, preventing them from accessing what they need. It's like protesters blocking a store's doors. The shop exists, but no one can get in, no matter how hard they try. Now, distributed means the attack comes from thousands of computers worldwide, not just one, making it much more complex and dangerous. This makes it nearly impossible to block, as the bad traffic is cleverly mixed with legitimate requests from real users, making detection a challenge. A DDoS attack is a coordinated effort to overwhelm an online service with traffic from multiple sources, all working together to disrupt normal operations. Think of it as a deliberate traffic jam on the internet, clogging the route to a specific site so that no one else can get through. The target can only handle so many requests. DDoS floods it with far more than it can manage, pushing its limits until it fails. Unlike a simple DOS attack from one source, DDoS uses a vast network, making it much harder to stop and far more disruptive. The distributed nature turns what could be a minor nuisance into a powerful weapon capable of taking down even large organizations. Attackers harness compromised devices, often without their owner's knowledge, to generate massive floods of traffic, forming what's called a botnet. The result? The target slows to a crawl, crashes entirely, or disappears from the web, leaving users frustrated and businesses at risk. That's the devastating power of a DDoS attack, an invisible force that can bring the digital world to a standstill. How does a DDoS attack actually work? It starts with an attacker building a botnet, a network of compromised devices. These aren't supercomputers, but everyday gadgets, PCs, smart TVs, cameras, even fridges. Infected with malware, these devices become bots, controlled remotely without their owner's knowledge. The attacker, or botmaster, manages the botnet from a command server. When it's time to attack, the botmaster sends a command: target this website. Instantly, every bot floods the target with data requests. One request is harmless, millions are overwhelming. The server is buried in junk traffic, unable to serve real users. To visitors, the site is slow or unreachable. The attack succeeds. The service is denied. The backbone of any DDoS attack is the botnet, an army of infected devices, quietly working in the background. These devices, often scattered across the globe, are hijacked without their owner's knowledge and forced to follow the commands of a remote attacker. Attackers recruit devices using malware, often spread through phishing emails or by exploiting software vulnerabilities. Sometimes, even a single careless click can open the door to infection. Phishing emails trick users into clicking malicious links or attachments, silently installing malware. These attacks are designed to be invisible, so victims rarely realize anything is wrong. Attackers also scan for devices with outdated software or default passwords, especially among smart devices like cameras and routers. These overlooked vulnerabilities are easy entry points for cybercriminals. Many IoT gadgets ship with weak credentials, making them easy targets. Even new devices can be compromised within minutes if not properly secured. Owners rarely notice. Their devices work normally, using only a sliver of resources for the botnet. The malicious activity is so subtle, it's almost impossible to detect without special tools. Millions of people unknowingly contribute to these attacks, their homes and offices becoming part of a vast, invisible network. Their computers, cameras, and TVs become silent accomplices, quietly following the botmaster's orders. The malware stays hidden, waiting for the botmaster's signal. It can remain dormant for weeks or months, ready to strike at any moment. This is how attackers amass vast digital armies, capable of launching devastating attacks with a single command. The result? Massive coordinated attacks that can cripple even large organizations, leaving chaos and disruption in their wake. With a botnet assembled, the attacker wields a powerful weapon. The command and control server is the operations brain, issuing attack orders to the botnet. Modern botnets use decentralized structures, making them hard to shut down. The attacker sends a simple command: target this IP. Use this attack method. There are many DDoS types. Some flood bandwidth, others exploit server weaknesses. Each bot receives instructions and begins its task. 1 million bots, each sending a trickle, create a tidal wave of data. The attack is highly automated. The botmaster stays hidden. Defenders see traffic from countless global sources, impossible to block individually. The result? Chaos for the target, with attackers safely behind the scenes. Why launch a DDoS attack? Motives vary. Financial gain is common. Cybercriminals extort businesses, demanding ransom to stop attacks. Some attacks are hired by competitors to disrupt rivals during key moments. DDoS for hire services make launching attacks cheap and easy. Hacktivists use DDoS to protest or silence organizations they oppose. Others attack for revenge, ego, or just to cause chaos. Even random acts can be devastating, disrupting businesses and communities. The motivations are diverse, but the impact is always disruptive. The immediate cost of a DDoS attack is lost revenue. Every minute offline means lost sales. Businesses pay for emergency defenses, IT overtime, and security consultants. But the damage goes deeper. Customer trust erodes, and reputations suffer. Users may never return after an outage, and negative press lingers. DDoS attacks can cripple internal operations, halting productivity and disrupting essential services. Employees can't work, and business grinds to a halt. Sometimes DDoS is a smokescreen for more sinister breaches. While defenses are distracted, attackers may steal data or plant malware. The chaos of a DDoS attack can hide even greater threats. Recovery is costly, and the long-term impact can be devastating. For many, the true cost is far more than lost sales. You can't be completely immune to DDoS, but you can prepare. Start with sufficient bandwidth, enough to absorb smaller attacks. Use specialized hardware and software to filter out malicious traffic. On-premise appliances help, but can be overwhelmed by massive attacks. Cloud-based DDoS mitigation services offer large-scale protection, filtering traffic before it reaches your servers. A hybrid approach, combining on-premise and cloud defenses, is often best. Most importantly, have an incident response plan. Know who to call and what steps to take. Communicate clearly with customers during outages. Preparation and quick action minimize damage. In DDoS defense, readiness is everything. Defending against DDoS isn't just for experts. Everyone plays a part. Botnets rely on our unsecured devices, computers, routers, smart gadgets. Keep software and devices updated to close security gaps. Change default passwords on all devices, especially IoT gadgets. Use strong, unique passwords and enable two-factor authentication. Be wary of phishing emails and suspicious links. Awareness is our best defense. Know how attacks happen and how to avoid them. By securing our own devices, we weaken botnets and protect the internet. Cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. Together, we can make the digital world safer for everyone.